Have you ever wondered why so many people warn you about buying a used SUV with high miles? The truth is, the 100,000 mile mark isn't an automatic death sentence, but for certain models, recurring design flaws or neglected maintenance make that milestone feel like a ticking time bomb. In this video, we'll explore 10 SUVs that too often hit major issues before 100,000 and show you the survival strategies owners use to break through that barrier. You may be surprised at which vehicles made this list and why. Number 1. Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler carries a reputation as a rugged off-road icon, yet many owners are caught off guard when problems surface far earlier than expected. For a vehicle marketed as indestructible, issues showing up before 100,000 miles feel especially frustrating. A common complaint is steering instability, often dubbed the death wobble, where the front end shakes violently at highway speeds. Combined with oil leaks that become more noticeable as mileage stacks up, some drivers find themselves facing major repairs. Owners report drivetrain rebuilds and front suspension replacements even before hitting that milestone. Heavy off-road use speeds up wear, meaning regular steering checks, suspension upgrades, and catching oil leaks early are essential. Number 2. Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Grand Cherokee is often sold as a blend of comfort, performance, and trail-ready toughness, but many buyers quickly discover that its long-term durability doesn't always match the marketing. Transmission failures are one of the most common complaints, cutting lifespan short well before 100,000 miles. On top of that, electrical gremlins and broken HVAC systems frustrate owners with repair bills that stack up fast. The problem isn't just the failures, it's the complexity. Secondhand buyers especially run into sudden powertrain issues soon after taking ownership. The survival guide here is simple. Change transmission fluid well before factory intervals and thoroughly check the electronics before you buy. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 3. Jeep Cherokee. When the Jeep Cherokee re-entered the market, its bold design and advanced 9-speed transmission were pitched as game changers. Buyers were told they were getting cutting-edge efficiency paired with modern capability, but the very system meant to set it apart quickly became its weak spot. Owners ran into clunky shifts, hesitation between gears, or complete transmission failures well before hitting 100,000 miles. FCA scrambled with updates, recalls, and software fixes, yet many drivers kept returning for warranty visits. To keep this SUV alive, owners often prioritize regular transmission software updates, watch fluid levels closely, and avoid constant stop-and-go traffic that accelerates wear. Proactive ownership changes everything here. Number 4. Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer once stood as America's best-selling SUV, but popularity doesn't always equal durability. Mid-2000s and early 2000s models carry a hidden reputation for costly problems that often appear before the 100,000 mile mark. Transmission failures are the most notorious, with owners reporting sudden loss of gears or slipping that renders the vehicle undrivable. Earlier models also face weak timing chains and coolant system issues that lead to overheating and engine damage. Stories of buyers pouring thousands into repairs soon after purchase are common, leaving many feeling trapped. Experts note that inadequate transmission durability testing contributed to these failures. Regular fluid changes, avoiding excessive towing, and coolant monitoring remain key to survival. Number 5. GMC Yukon. The GMC Yukon is often marketed as a reliable workhorse for families, yet its advanced systems sometimes create problems long before 100,000 miles. Owners report transmission slipping that worsens over time, along with fuel pump failures that can leave the SUV stranded. The biggest pain point, though, is the electronic air suspension. When it fails, the repair bill can run into thousands, making a modestly aged Yukon suddenly feel like a poor investment. Still, some owners manage to stretch their vehicles well past the 100,000 barrier. Those long-lived examples usually swap air suspension for coil kits, keep transmission fluid fresh, and monitor fuel components closely. Number 6. Dodge Journey. The Dodge Journey often attracts buyers with its low upfront price, but many discover the hidden costs before it even reaches 100,000 miles. What looks like an affordable family SUV often turns into a frequent visitor at the repair shop. The most common complaints involve transmissions that wear out too soon, brakes that need replacing far earlier than expected, and interior electronics that stop working without warning. Much of this comes from the fact that the Journey isn't built on a true SUV platform, but rather a stretched car chassis. Consumer reliability surveys consistently rank it near the bottom, making preventative maintenance absolutely critical. Number 7. Kia Seltos. The Kia Seltos entered the market as a stylish, affordable SUV packed with modern features, making it an appealing choice for new buyers. But despite its fresh design, problems started surfacing much earlier than many expected. Some owners experienced engine trouble linked to defective piston rings, leading to serious reliability concerns. Kia even issued recalls to address the flaw, but delays in repairs left many new owners waiting with uncertainty. Stories of unexpected stalling and long service times added to frustration. If you're considering one, checking the VIN for recall status, requesting service history, and even using oil analysis are smart ways to avoid expensive early failures. Number 8. Land Rover. Land Rover is a brand that carries a powerful image of luxury and capability, but owners often find that prestige comes with a price far earlier than expected. Many models suffer from recurring air suspension problems that can appear before reaching 100,000 miles. Electrical faults are another common issue, ranging from malfunctioning infotainment screens to complete system shutdowns that leave the vehicle undrivable. On the mechanical side, drivetrain failures haunt some owners, forcing costly repairs well into the thousands. Stories of drivers sinking more into repairs in 3 years than their SUV's resale value are not rare. Extended warranties and proactive suspension replacements make ownership more manageable. Number 9. Audi SUVs. Audi SUVs lure buyers with sleek styling and German performance, but many owners discover that reliability concerns often appear before the odometer hits 6 figures. Direct injection engines are notorious for carbon buildup, causing rough idling, poor fuel economy, and costly cleanings. Transmission failures also surface, turning routine drives into expensive problems, while electrical complexity means small glitches can trigger massive repair bills. Some drivers even face costs that outweigh the value of their vehicle. The reality is that European engineering requires strict upkeep, preventative steps like regular walnut blasting to remove carbon, and consistent transmission service aren't optional. They're critical to keeping an Audi SUV from draining wallets before 100,000 miles. Number 10. Subaru SUVs. Subaru has built a strong reputation with models like the Forester and Crosstrek, often praised for their longevity and all-weather capability. But underneath that image lies a weakness that catches many owners by surprise before 100,000 miles. Head gasket failures are the most notorious problem, allowing coolant and oil to mix and leading to expensive repairs. The flat-4 engine design makes the job more complex, which means labor alone drives costs into the thousands. Some owners have faced head gasket replacements totaling over $2,000, while mileage was still in the 5-digit range. Regular coolant checks, early inspections, and careful oil monitoring are key steps to prevent this. The idea that SUVs fall apart the moment they hit 100,000 miles has stuck around for years. But what we've seen is that the real story usually comes down to predictable problems. Engines designed with weak points, transmissions not tested for long-term durability, or owners skipping basic maintenance. If you understand those flaws ahead of time, you can budget smartly and keep even the most failure-prone models on the road far longer. High-mileage ownership isn't luck, it's about knowledge and preparation. So which one of these SUVs caught you off guard the most?